Good evening. Well, today I'm in my garage, not on the water. Wish I was on the water, but we're just coming up on the springtime where things will get more exciting. We'll get more enthusiastic and get out on that water. And I hope to join you, have you join me. So, uh, sharing adventures. I have a few things that I've been up to. Obviously, the last fishing trip I wasn't successful, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit and give you an idea of what's coming, what I'm working on. Um, so, before I get started, I obviously got hooked up with deciding I wanted a trailer. I didn't want to put my kayak on top of my car. Even though I planned to, I decided that that probably wasn't going to be the best thing for me. Obviously, I'm not young anymore. So I decided I'd go a different route, save my back. Obviously, I've had surgeries and shit on my back, so I decided I don't want to load it up on my kayak. I'm not load my kayak up on my car, so I bought myself a trailer. It's not much, it's just a 5x8 utility trailer. Not anything special. It's a carry-on from made in the United States. But it's quality, and I hope to rig that up to be suitable for, what I'm looking for, carrying my kayak, towing it with my blazer. So that's what I did. Before I get into showing you the trailer, figured I better give you a little insight on what I experienced. I decided to go through TSC, Tractor Supply Company. Boy, that was a fun battle. I get an email telling me that my order's ready for pickup, just come on down. So obviously timing didn't work out. I didn't want to get down there. I couldn't get down there over the weekend. We had snow on Sunday, so it kind of put a hamper on that for me. So Monday I call them and let them know I'm going to be there hopefully this evening. So my wife and I, we had dinner, decided we're going to go up and get the trailer. Get there, and I don't see my trailer. I don't see it in their yard. I don't see it anywhere. So go through a whole rigmarole with that of trying to decide what we're gonna do. And finally, they said, well, we have them in the back. You wanna wait for us to put it together? I'm like, no, I'm not waiting for you to put it together, because what happens when you put things together in a rush? Exactly, you end up having problems. So I decided to upgrade a little bit, and I moved up to a carry-on trailer that has the mesh floor, which I wasn't keen on because I wanted to have the wood floor. But needless to say, I was actually kind of torn between the two. Did I want to do mesh trailer or wood floor bottom trailer? And the only thing that really had me sold on the mesh trailer was it came with 13-inch wheels, which is nice because it's more able to handle the speeds that I'll probably be driving at when I'm towing it to various locations on my channel. So that's what I did. I decided to upgrade it, which of course took us an hour to get all of that situated, but I'm pretty happy with it. It seems to be pretty good quality. Going through it briefly, it wasn't, I didn't go in depth on it, but I have been thinking about different things I'm going to do. One of the things I'm hoping to do is make it usable in multifaceted ways, because obviously I have a lawn tractor that I want to be able to haul with it if I need to do anything with that. I have a motorcycle, I have things that I might want to haul on it. So it has to be something I can switch over pretty quick, if I decide I need it for something besides hauling my kayak, which I think this gives me the best option because it's got a loading ramp. It's got all the good stuff that I can make use of. But without further ado, here is the kayak trailer. Like I said, it's not anything special. It's kind of something that I wanted to do just to make things easier on me when it came to, loading it, getting to sites that I wanted to get to. But it's got the 4-foot loading ramp. It's gonna do what I need it to do. But a couple things that I'm thinking about doing with it is I want to get into a couple a rack. I need a rack so I can continue to use the floor and not really not lose the functionality of what I've got here, because it's gonna work out well for me. So let's carry on 5x8, nice 13-inch wheels, which has a higher speed rating. I think it's at 65 miles an hour, which would be perfect for me. Not really gonna be traveling too far, but the loading ramp folds down into, it can't be removed without cutting the hinge pins. The hinge pins are welded on, obviously, and I would have to actually break that weld to make it something I can remove, which right now I have no plans to do that because it seems to fold down fine. I'll put a support under the gate that allows me to keep it from bouncing. I'll figure out a way to tie it down so that it's not bounces as I'm driving down, banging on anything. But I bought a rack that's actually going to come off and come over the top about 27 inches, 31 inches I think is the top rail, that will mount to the actual rails here, and that'll carry my kayak, which is up here. I'll unwrap that in another video. That's a Vibe yellowfin 120 foot or 120, and so it's a 12-foot kayak. I'm gonna put it on here, make it work out for me the best I know how, and I have to accommodate because it has a small tongue on the trailer, so I don't want to overhang too much so I can make my turns and stuff. But off the back, I think I can give it enough support across the entire trailer that would allow me to transport it fairly easily. I have a little Sun Dolphin Journey. I think it's a 9-foot kayak that my son might use while I'm out on my kayak. It's nothing fancy. It's a nice beginner kayak, something that I think he'll be comfortable in because he sometimes gets seasick, but I think that'll work out well for him. And I think this will work out well for me using the trailer. So this is part 1 of the introduction to my kayak. Of course, I'm going to show you the things I'm going to do and hope to make it more usable, make it something that's going to function for me the way I want it to do. I bought it. It doesn't come with a tongue jack or anything like that, so I bought that. That'll be part of my video that I'll be adding to. My rack is going to be here, I think, Thursday, maybe Friday. Logan and I will probably work on that. I'll probably record parts of that, of what we're doing. But this is the tongue jack that I'm going to put on. It's going to be something so I don't have to do the janky way, the nice little barrel. Recycling bin that's already caving in because it's sitting there on the tongue. But overall it's a nice trailer. It's quality built, nice welds. I'm not seeing any terrible welds anywhere. There's a couple specks of rust that I noticed, but it's a trailer, so I'll probably clean those up, paint them, make them nice. But this video, I wasn't 100% sure how much I was going to show, how much I was going to do, because I want to get some more content out there for you guys to enjoy, get you an idea what my plan is. But I also thought about doing some fishing rods so I can actually show you the rigs I have. You've heard in some of my other videos, if you've watched, that I have a couple Gollywopper rods from Kayak Catfish Sumo Chopstick, C3 Fishing from Cabbage Creek Customs that they made for me. I do have a Kistler rod coming. That'll be exciting to see. Obviously, I support Rebel Angler. I have an association with Pulse Lures. Kistler, obviously I've mentioned them. I just signed up with them as a for an option of someone I'm going to support them. Can't wait to use their rods. I hear a lot of good things about those. Not a whole lot more going on with that, but I'm excited, and I hope that you'll join me on the water when I get there. But the next video is probably going to be us doing some modifications to this trailer. Try to see what we can come up with, what's going to work for us, how it's going to work. So obviously, with this trailer, I want to be able to carry coolers, and I want to add a box or something so I can put my straps in any of the odds and ends that I obviously will carry with me during the time. I'm looking at rod tubes because, like I've said in previous videos, almost all my rods are 7 foot or more that I'm going to want to take with me. So I do have a couple smaller rods like my ultralight rod and stuff like that, but that doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and I can easily fit those into a standard rod tube. So I'm going to go ahead and just I'm thinking about putting a couple rod tubes on it on either side. Might even mount them to the rack that I got. But the rack, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why wouldn't you just put it on your Blazer if you're going to put it up on a rack? Well, the rack, I think this trailer is 15 inches off the ground. The rack itself goes another 31. So it gives me about 46 inches off the ground, which I don't think is going to be terrible to move the kayak onto. And plus I won't have to worry about damaging my roof. So with a slip or whatever, I screw up on. So I think this is going to work out nice. We'll see how the rack stands. I'll see when I go to put it on, I'll map it out to make sure that it's going to be something that's still feasible. The trailer's got like a 1600 load capacity, so I'm not even going to touch that. My car towing ability is going to support this fine. Obviously, I'm going to be making changes and modifications so that we can make the most out of this trailer without losing its functionality. But I look forward to you coming back and seeing what I do with the trailer. I'm hoping, like I said, I'll have another video coming out Saturday, Sunday, that will show you some of the modifications I've done, where it sits, how it's coming along. I may even have the kayak out on the racks so you can actually see that. Not sure what else I'll have for you, but I have big plans, and I'm excited to share the adventure with you. I'm excited to get going on this, get in the water, get on the water, because bank fishing I enjoy, but I know that I can get to more if I'm on my kayak. So I hope that you'll join me. I hope that you'll find my content enjoyable, and I definitely hope to see you on the water. You can join me anytime. I just am excited about this whole process and the changes that I'm making, the changes that are coming, what's in the future of this channel. So if this is something you want to see, go ahead and like, subscribe, notification bell, make sure you know when I post my videos. Trying to do my videos two times a week, so I got to get enough content going to schedule them so they can roll out a reasonable amount of time, so that I'm not getting stagnant in my video. But there'll be fishing trips that will be short videos, 30 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how this trip goes. Obviously, I want to get more into showing you guys live content that I'm actually catching fish. I started early. I didn't expect fish to be super active in the water sources I have around me. You gotta get pretty deep to get those fish, but I'm hoping to share that adventure with you. A couple things that I do have planned coming up in April. I have booked a charter fishing trip. I've went with these guys before telling tales out of Michigan here. Captain Ryan was absolutely fabulous. He did a great job. And so much of a good job that we decided to book another trip with him. So my sons are going to go with me on that trip. I haven't talked to Captain Ryan yet to see if any of that content will be on the video or not, or on one of my videos. I have to get his permission, obviously, because I don't want to put him on the spot. But last time we did really well, so we're excited for this time around. And then we'll get on the water. When we get on the water with my kayak, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of excitement going on, I'm sure. There'll be a lot of laughs too, because I actually enjoy joking around and making fun of myself. So mistakes will happen, you guys will see it. I'm not gonna edit out every mistake because I'm human, and fishing is about, you make mistakes, you might hook yourself, you get a tangle, you know, things like that. I'm not gonna edit all of those out because I don't want you to think that all I'm doing is catching fish. I want you to see the entire process, what it's like. I want you to feel like you're there. I know that I've got plans to do live events as the channel grows. I'll do raw and uncut, where I'm just gonna straight up start to end. Those will be longer videos because they'll be, you know, 2-3 hours of me recording what my trip was like. After that, it's gonna be, you know, shorter videos, just to highlight kind of things. And I'll keep you guys informed on what's going on in my life and what's going on with my channel and what exciting things I have planned. So I hope you'll join me on the water and continue to come back to my channel to see all the exciting adventures. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.